Hello and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender Show. Hope everyone has had a very, very Merry Christmas. I really do hope that each and every one of you woke up, relaxed and just had a great family time. Just like me, I've been off sick, unwell as they say, recovering from a rib and back injury. And do you know what? It was my first full Christmas at home in 19 years due to work commitments. Because for every single 18 of those 18 years, I worked Christmas Eve into Christmas Day. And if it had been in work, unfortunately, I would have been working Christmas Day. Now, to me, I think somewhere along the line I do deserve a little break away from Christmas time, away from Christmas work, should I say, at this special time. And do you know what? Even though I was off work, people don't like to be off. It was the best time, best Christmas of my life. I was meeting all the family were coming down where I've never had the privilege of them visiting me over the Christmas Eve, Christmas Day period, because they all have their own families and what have you, and they all have nice Christmas dinner. We have family time for Boxing Day, which is today, and that's what I'm going to be looking forward to as well. And I can't really knock it. I've seen all the family where every other Christmas I haven't. Does that make sense? Honestly. And you know what? I think where you work, they begrudge that. They want you to work. They're not interested whether you work and don't see your family whatsoever. And it's come to, you come to realise and start thinking about yourself and start thinking about your family and think, are you really in the right line of work? It makes you wonder. And all it is a nice big thank you. We appreciate all your hard work over the Christmas period. What would we do without you? But you're only a number. You really are. You're only a works number. And if they have the chance, you'll be gone and replaced the next day without further thought. And don't forget, over those years as well, support workers work through COVID, like myself, right the way through. And all we got was a thank you. Thank you. And that's what you're listening to, and we appreciate your hard work. While those certain people, or the majority of those people, are sitting at home, meeting their families, having their nice dinners, passing out the presents, and just thinking, do you know what could we do? Would we do without these workers? What would we do if these workers all decided not to work over Christmas? How important would they be then, rather than just a thank you? Food for thought. And honestly, it's made me realise, it really has made me realise, and it took an injury to keep me off work. But I'll discuss that in more detail over the next couple of weeks. I really will, because I'm not happy in another sense as well. But honestly, you'll find out about that if nothing happens this coming week, in the next few days. But let's see, and I just hope, enough about me, I just hope that you have enjoyed your time with your family and unfortunately haven't had to work throughout the Christmas period. We do know the police, but that's over. I don't think the police would be working every single year, or ambulance crews. And at the start of it, over Christmas Eve, don't forget that was me. What I'd done myself, because I didn't have any young kids and there was young support workers working and they wanted to spend time with the family. That's what I'd done. I volunteered to work some periods over Christmas Eve into Christmas Day, and then that just became the normality. Now, if I had to work Christmas Day as well, the wife would have been at home on her own. Not nice at all. So that's another reason that I'm happy to have been, and as I say, it was the best Christmas of my time in the full 19 years of being a support worker, honestly. Anyway, goes without saying, what more could you say? So, no grassroots football yesterday. Wonder why. And do you know what? If you'd have put a tournament on Christmas Day, I guarantee you'd have probably been full, because those kids just want to play and burn out some energy. So don't forget, everyone's put on the majority of weight now. Certainly myself, because you're overfed. That's what happens over Christmas. You tend to buy more in than what you have throughout the year. And it goes without saying, doesn't it? Everyone is full. Everyone. Because there's that much food thrown around. When the family comes down as well, that much food, honestly, it doesn't make sense. But hey ho, honestly, it's an amazing time, I suppose. If you can enjoy it. But you know, the cold weather has come in overnight, Christmas night, and it's our first real frosty day today. And you could see it now. If there was any tournaments, I'm sure it was a little bit cold for them out there. So well done to all who turns up on a Christmas tournament on the Boxing Day. We were originally going to put one on for the 27th, but the venue didn't come back to us in time, and we didn't want to race to try and get teams in then, because everyone committed and they're all involved in other tournaments. And I'm sure there'll be a lot more tournaments tomorrow and friendlies. People just can't, you know, if you're off for a week or two, you just can't. They have to get out. And it's great for the kids, exercise, as we've just been speaking there. If they've been overfed, they need to run that off. And football is the best thing ever to help them to do that. So spare a thought for all the coaches and managers who are putting all the games on and getting themselves out as well. Bit of fresh air. Going to be biting, it will be tomorrow, even colder, you can see it, frosty, wow. But we can't grumble at the moment of what we've had. Let's just hope it doesn't get any worse, because you don't want people traumatised by slipping and falling, just like myself without the ice. Was muddy, was wet, was slippy, and unfortunately that's when I went and did damage to my ribs and back. But as they say, I'm on the mend, and I can't wait to try and shed some weight off me, shred, should I say, some weight off me, because we haven't even started, have we? New Year, and New Year to me is, I don't like it, because you get older and you look and you think, wow, another year gone, and we're moving into 2026. What does it hold for you? I hope it's a lot better than what I've had this year, because some of it was good, yes, we've got to accept you take the goods with the bad, but the bad was very, very bad, and I just hope that bad doesn't get any worse, and it's more good than bad in 2026 for me and for you, because I suppose that's life. You have to get on with it. Life's too short, enjoy it, especially over the Christmas period. Like, you know, I have recuperating, as I say, but honestly I can't thank the wife enough for looking after me and getting me through the things that I've been through. And it's the same there with yourselves, you know, you're all a family, you've got friends, and let's just hope those people who need support have had support, and that goes for people who are on the streets. This is what you worry about now, isn't it? People sleeping on the streets and the cold weather comes in, and people who are not used to it and are just out on the streets with no fault of their own, and then they face something like this. So spare a thought for all those people over the Christmas period, and fingers crossed it goes milder. But when you see the sun shining, beaming down, you know it's going to be a clear night, and that cold weather is coming in, and it will bite. So please, even neighbours, make sure that they're all wrapped up warm, well, looked after if they're elderly. You know, spare a thought for everyone if you can over this time, because it's not too long, it's only a week, and we're into 26 then. Well, less than a week, isn't it? We're into 2026. Dear me, what more could we say? The years are flying, and the days, the seconds, the minutes, and before you know it, you're all in to another year. And I wonder how many of you out there have got New Year resolutions. I haven't made one myself, but well, I suppose in a sense I've got to get back to work and keep myself fit and look for work, as we say. But anyway, give us a shout if your year's going well. marathontextthelion.com. Add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites. And Don't Cross the Line is going to have a very, very busy year indeed. And can I just say that we've sorted out with the bank, the cards come, we're ready to purchase, and early, I'm hoping now, if these January sales are right, to purchase a little bit more than what I expected for the office and get things done, because I need to make a stance and get this organised, especially for young Dan, Jaden, and the people who we're going to bring into the studio, and some of the choir as well. We did promise them they could come on and do their own little show. Well, that'll happen. I didn't want to do it while it's half done. Once it's done, you can come in and it's a wow factor, rather than going, oh, a bit of a disappointment. Well, it's not. They've seen it, they love it. More microphones, we're going to get everything done, and I hope to have a tech expert who will come and inform me and give me advice on what I need to do to make this podcast studio the best ever for grassroots football. And that's what our aim is in 2026. And hopefully, yes, hopefully, we'll be booming, and I expect to be. I really, really do, because the plans I've got are really decent plans, honestly. I look forward to them working. But whatever you are, let's just hope you enjoy your football. And if you're enjoying your football, that means you're all happy and there's no animosity on the sidelines, even in friendlies. But if you've got tournaments, yes, practice, respect on and off the field of play. Look after your referee. Make sure that they come back to grassroots football, because without them we don't have a game. We all know that. We've talked about it many times on the show regarding managers doing football matches, refereeing their own games. They don't like it. It's not nice, because they have to organise the team as well, and they realise just how important a referee is to your game. So with that in mind, make sure that you take that forward, going forward, because we've got a lot to do with the RefSpec campaign. We've got 3 weekends coming up in 2026, which is the 12th, 18th and 25th. Watch out for them, and that includes the Merseyside Derby. And as I say, we're on it. Honestly, here's a crack at it, because last year someone else took over Everton in the community, because the person I was dealing with left on maternity leave and out for a few months, so things didn't get organised for the first time in over 20 years, where we didn't have the likes of Everton on board. We had a lot of promises, but they didn't materialise. This year they're going to materialise, because our friend is back from maternity, and I've got Premier League balls here, and I asked Liverpool and Everton to do us a favour, because we need to raise funding for the work that we do in here, because we're a community interest company, and I asked them would they get the first team to sign a Premier League ball for me. And I've also asked Liverpool Football Club, which is harder. I don't know why really, but yeah, it is, for the first team just to sign it, to help us raise funds, much needed funds, because we go cap in hand and have lottery grants, and we want a big massive to the National Lottery. Massive thanks to the National Lottery for helping us out to make it 2025 the year that it was in a lottery grant, and it helps to improve things. But that doesn't last forever. Once you've got your equipment, you still need to move forward, and Everton have agreed with the first team to sign the Premier League ball for us. Wow, thank you so much to Everton Football Club, and that's for the RefSpec Awareness Weekends, and also the studio, to soup that up and make it a little bit better for everyone. And also Liverpool have come back, and not guaranteed, not promised, that you said they'll ask and see how they are going forwards with that one. Let's just see, fingers crossed, to have 2 Premier League balls signed by the first team from Liverpool and Everton would be absolutely unbelievable, and we do gain the support of them as well for the Respect Awareness weekends. So please bear that in mind. Thank you so much to Everton Football Club and Jen. I appreciate it as always. So myself and Carl will go and pick that up next week with a bit of luck for their signing that they have in January. So let's fingers crossed, and I'll be publicising it here on show for everyone to see, and it won't be lying here very long, I assure you. Imagine if I get the 2 of them. I may do an auction for the 2. I may do an auction, because just imagine 2 Premier League balls signed by Liverpool and Everton first teams. It must be worth a good few bob. Honestly, I'm not going to accept bids lower than £500 for the 2 of them, I assure you. So anyone interested, please contact me for the one Everton one at the moment, but I'll let you know if we get the Liverpool one done in the meantime. And the Premier League starts tomorrow. The amount of people I've talked to, by the way, over this Boxing Day, where everyone's used to a sporting day. It happened last year as well, where there's no Premier League fixtures. You could say spare a thought for the players, you know, their time off with their family. What's it going to be like? Going to be a lot more draws on the Saturday because everyone's had too much turkey? Or are these teams who are really going for the Premier League, have they got Christmas off? I know Liverpool did, which is unusual, the team Christmas Day. So if they had 1 or 2 wines, they've got to really train and get that off. And when you've had a long break over a week, I hear Ronnie Slot all the time say to me that, or say to anyone, that the players are playing far too many games, and as soon as they get a week off, the form dips. They don't perform. Whereas if they're playing 2 or 3 games a week, like Man City, like Arsenal, they're all playing the standard football, the football you like to watch, like every other team. You get a run of games in a week, and everyone is up for it. Everyone's in form. They're used to playing. But as soon as you get that week off, have a look. Have a look at the teams. There's a dip in form. And Christmas, there's always a dip in form. So let's just see how it pans out tomorrow in the Premier League. And with no games today, everyone is really super gobsmacked, aren't they? But entry races are on today, I must admit. So I'm sure they'll have a big crowd today. Sunshine, ladies will all go and enjoy it. But if you've got the money to go, by the way, over the Christmas period to go and have a bet, there should be a limit. £1 a horse, that's what it should be. Anyway, if anyone's going to races today, enjoy yourselves, wrap up warm because it is a cold one, and enjoy your day. Let's hope you can get all your Christmas money back. I know there'll be quite a few people who will do that, what they've spent out. So good luck to each and every one of you, and enjoy your day at Ancient Racecourse. There's only 1 game on today in the Premier League, that's Man United at home to Newcastle. I've got that down for a draw, because I don't think you'll expect end-to-end football. May do first 10 minutes, then it'll dwindle out and it'll get a little bit sloppy, like I think every Premier League game will be tomorrow if they've all had Christmas off. Mark my words. So if you're doing your coupons, plenty of draws. There hasn't been that many, there's always been goals, but watch it tomorrow, because I think there'll be a lot of tiredness coming out of your players. Anyway, there we go. We're coming to the end of our first Christmas show, so we hope you've had a really, really fantastic time. Enjoy today, Boxing Day, and Stranger Things comes out today. Another 2 episodes they made before they wrap up on New Year's Day and call it the final. If you've not seen it, if you can, catch up on Stranger Things. It really is unbelievable. What a series. We're all enjoying it, and I look forward to watching it sometime today, if you can squeeze in, more likely tomorrow on Premier League Day. Enjoy your football. If you've got tournaments, please go out there and make sure you show loads of respect on and off the field of play. Make sure you look after your referee, make sure you look after each other. It is Christmas, bring it in, bring respect in to your club. If you haven't already done it, do it for January 2026, New Year resolution for your club. Please, we look forward to seeing you back in action in 2026. But in the meantime, we've got a few shows at the weekend and we'll update the Premier League, no doubt, tomorrow. So we'll be back round about 3ish. Well, no, earlier than that because Liverpool kick off at 3 p.m. So we'll have an early show and going into Sunday early shows because there's no grassroots football to go and watch or parade. Everyone's off enjoying their Christmas break. In the meantime, put your feet up, relax, enjoy your wine, enjoy your shandies or whatever it is. And if you're playing family games, fantastic. Some family time, that's what you need at home rather than away from it. Believe me, that recoups the batteries really, really well. Thank you so much for tuning in. From myself, Matt Lee, and all the team here, the Grassroots Show, Don't Cross the Line, Respect Programme, Heart of Gold initiatives, no ref, no game, and one step ahead on mental health. And if you haven't already, listen to the song on YouTube with our Heart of Gold choir, Lean on Me. That means a lot for anyone who has mental health struggles, and that's why we put it together. We'll see you tomorrow. Cheerio for now.